I didn't even need to put your whole name on blast. But it's Jonathan, and this is our boy out in Washington, and he's been putting in a lot of work out there, handing out DVDs in his school. And I'm just gonna let him tell you a little bit about what's been going on out there. Tell them about what's been happening when you're passing out the DVDs out there, man.
Well, I've stumbled off to a lot of the information that you guys found, but I know that my generation is a very visual generation, so once I told them that it was Christian DVDs, I passed them out to a lot of people I knew who they didn't know much about Christianity, but they were hungry for the truth. So when I gave them the DVDs, they came back to me, and of course they were bum rushing me like, "What does this mean?"
Right.
One of my friends came back asking me questions about the government and how he originally believed in the whole lizard people conspiracy or whatever. After he saw your videos, he realized that, he put two and two together and was like, okay, it makes sense now. I get what Forerunner is saying.
I hear you, man, definitely. And yeah, go ahead.
Sorry. But one of the things, though, I wanted to point out there, and I'm not bashing at the older generations or anything, but I find that a lot of people my generation are very, very more accepting of this message because the older generations are stuck in their ways and in tradition, whereas the younger ones they're just getting brought up and they're like, I don't know what to believe. So they're looking to all these different places trying to find the truth. And here it is.
I hear you, bro. Well, praise God for that. You were telling me something else about I don't even want to say it, but you were telling me something else about a homosexual young man as well, right?
Yes. I put it to you like this. He kind of has a notorious reputation at our school for living that lifestyle. But when I handed him the DVDs, he's grew up in church basically his entire life. But after he saw the DVDs, he looked at them and he was like, the next day he's like, okay, I want volume 2. And so I passed him volume 2 the next day, and then he's like, okay, as soon as there's a volume 3, you've got to get it to me. And, he's like, I know that, he knows his faults and what areas of his life he's lacking in, but he told me that he does realize he needs to get his life together.
Wow.
He hasn't made a whole 180 turn yet, but he's in a process like most of us every day, just day by day, trying to get it better.
Definitely, I hear you. I don't know if you need to move back a little bit. The cameras look a little crazy on you right there. It's just the camera. All right, you're good. And there was also, you were telling me about another person, another girl that you gave a DVD to, right?
Yeah, my friend Yasmin and her mother.
Yeah.
Her mother, she came to me the next day after I gave her both copies in the same day. And as soon as they went home, she watched them and she told me the next day, she was like, my mom said, tell Jonathan as soon as he gets volume 3, he needs to give it to me as soon as possible. Actually, come to think of it, now that it's on my mind, one of my friends in my geometry class is Catholic, and I gave her volume 1 and 2, and I just said, share this with your family, and, watch it. She hadn't watched it yet, but her mom watched it, and she came back to me the next day and said, my mom loved the video, and I'm sitting up like, wow, they were talking about and exposing the Catholic Church in there, and she loved it, so, obviously, she sees something wrong, and she, I'm just praying that she'll get out of this, the whole Catholicism and all those things, and find Christ, and once again restore true Sabbath worship.
Definitely, that's powerful, man. Definitely powerful. And I'm trying to make sure I remember all these testimonies that you were sharing with me, because they got to hear about this, because I was excited when I heard about it. Tell them about the teacher now that you gave a DVD to. Well, there's a couple teachers, it seems like now, but tell them about one of the teachers you told me about.
I gave them about the 3 teachers. One of them was my English teacher, and he has a lot of Christian students anyway, so he was like, I'm going to show it to my classes, and unfortunately he got sick the next day and was sick for a couple of days, but he's back now, so now that we're finished with all our big projects in English, you know, we only have 2 weeks left of school, so he said we can bring in any videos that we want. So I'm going to come in and bring in both of your videos and ask them to play them in class. My geometry teacher, she hasn't really had the time to watch it, but her daughters watched it and they loved it.
Wow.
I was just with her yesterday, as a matter of fact, in the store, and she went and passed them out to these ladies in the dollar store. She was like, "Oh, you know, this is a Christian DVD. You want it?" And the lady was like, "Oh, thank you." And I'm like, I walked out. I said, "This Cavendish," I said, "You know that woman's gonna be in something when she gets home."
Oh man. Yeah, I mean, when you told me those testimonies, it really got me excited. So I just figured that definitely would share them with everybody else out there, so they can know what's going on with these DVDs going out to people. They can realize that, you know, it's making an effect in people's life. And what else impresses me is that you're a young brother out there doing it. You know, you're 19 years old. You could be doing anything else, but you're about the truth right now. And that means that God is working with you, man. So definitely got to keep on doing what you're doing, brother. I hear you. And I don't know if there's anything else that you haven't told me that you want to let them know about. I'm willing to listen to right now.
Well, I mean, all I can say is, you know, ever since I found these videos of you guys on YouTube, it's encouraged me and challenged me to live my life better and seek the truth out more and more. As a matter of fact, one of my friends told me that she said, you know, I said, we need to fast. And I said, you pick the day and I'll fast with you. And she said, well, why don't we fast from sunset on Friday to sunset on Saturday for the true Sabbath? So I'm all for it, you know.
Oh, man. Yo, Jonathan, thanks a lot, man. And I definitely know the people are hearing you, man. So keep on doing what you're doing, all right?
All right, man.
Definitely. God bless. Like I said before in the beginning of this video, Jonathan is just one of many individuals all throughout the United States and in the United Kingdom that are assisting us in making sure that people get the Forerunner Chronicles DVDs in their hands so that they can come to a knowledge of the truth of the events that are taking place in our world, and that prophecy is rapidly being fulfilled on the human family, and most of all that Jesus Christ is soon to return to receive into eternity only those that keep the commandments of God and have the faith of Jesus Christ. We need all the assistance that we can possibly get to make sure that this campaign for truth is a success. We have 3 months left to meet our goal, and like I said before, failure is not an option. We will succeed no matter how many times YouTube pulls my videos off the air, no matter how many times YouTube messes with the video counters of my videos. That's right, YouTube. I'm calling you out on the truth right now. No matter how many times the opposition tries to work against us, this truth will succeed because God is with us, and we're asking you to assist us. Please go to our MySpace page right now and purchase your subscription to the Forerunner Chronicles DVDs. It's only $50 for the whole year. And if you can do more than that, please send in a donation. And if you don't have a job and you don't have any money, then if you have a computer in front of your face, pick your favorite Forerunner Chronicles video. Pick your favorite Forerunner Chronicles video and send that link out to every MySpace contact, every YouTube contact, every Facebook contact, every email contact that you have, so that as many people as possible can come to a knowledge of the truth before it's too late. Time is of the essence, and the opposition is moving like there's no time left. Please help us while you have the opportunity to do something for the truth. This is the Forerunner, and as always, whether you like it or not, and whether you support this truth or not, one day soon you will find out that the truth is the truth.